to decide the championship. It would be a first for Illinois and a first in 20 years for a UCLA team that has 3 titles from the 80s and 90s. Rachel Kidder, the All-American outside, dug up by Beltran. And now the other All-American, Colleen Ward, gets the kill. She and Barch, that lethal combo, now have combined for 19 kills.
And early on, they were hitting toward UCLA's middles, but Ward has come alive, making better choices, hitting what is open, and that time she absolutely annihilated one down the line.
They had a rough 5-set match on Thursday night, did Illinois, as Kidder gets the kill, while UCLA was done in about an hour or so with a sweep of Florida State. A big win against USC. 27 kills for Ward, 22 for Barch. Here is Barch. Dug up in the back to Rachel Kidder. Missed it wide. Point Illinois.
That's the result of having a 6'6" blocker in front of you, just trying to be perfect with her shot. Instead of hitting a pretty good shot, she goes for one right in the corner. It goes out by a few inches.
Liz McMahon was big in that second set. 5 kills, had a couple of blocks, including the kill at set point. As Reeves rocks the hardwood. Point UCLA.
Yeah, we saw her open the match with a shot like that. That's her favorite hit there, that hit down the line, even against the much taller blocker, Michelle Barch.
Luce in the back set to McMahon, through the block for the kill. Point Illinois. Now she will rotate out, and Feldman comes out in the back row.
Yep, McMahon will play the front court of that position, and then Feldman in the back, and they shuttle. They each share half the time. And
with the pass.
Yeah, another errant pass. Not typical for Lainey Guerra, but UCLA having a ton of problems with the increased serving pressure. Remember all those errors by Illinois. Aggressive serving, getting a lot of opportunities.
That time Todorovic stepped in front of the libero, and Nightingale tried to put it away. Lurson sliding to keep it alive. Van Orden had to pull that one out of the net. Lurson stuffed by Kidder. Williams in transition back to Kidder, who couldn't get any mustard on it. Point Illinois.
Watch Lurson pursuing right off the floor, keeping that play alive. Was interested to see how UCLA would react to letting the wheels fall off the bus, and clearly a little bit of blood as she slid off the playing surface and onto the carpet. Clearly UCLA has not recovered from that collapse in the second set.
Quick start for Illinois in the 5-2 lead. They will get the blood taken care of. Kevin Hamblick, 38 years of age. He's a terrific story. It's never too late to go back to school. You know, he was a good player at BYU, but then went pro, went overseas before he finished up his degree, and then he got into coaching with the national team after that, realized that that was his calling. And so the former head coach at Illinois, Don Harden, wanted to make Hambley his coach in waiting. And under one condition, he had to get his degree in order to coach the team. So Hambley, as an assistant coach at Illinois, started going back to school, and he got his degree, and then ultimately has taken over now in his 8th season at Illinois, his 3rd season as the head coach.
Got a lot of good experience as assistant coach of the USA team right through the Athens Olympics.
Also talked about what a humbling experience. You can see a little of the salt and pepper hair. He said, I'm 30 years old. I'm in class with a bunch of 19-year-olds, and they're all looking at me like, hey, what's the old dude doing here?
That was the first question. He said, all right, I know you want to ask it. Come on, somebody, just ask it. How old am I? Get it out of the way now.
Picked up his degree in sports management, and now his friend and counterpart, Michael Sealy, they actually played against each other a couple of times in college, played on the same team briefly as young professionals. They weren't exactly sure how to greet each other pregame. They ended up with a sort of half a handshake, half a man hug.
Well, Hemley was ready to hug it out, but Sealy pulled back a little bit. They didn't know if they were going to do the high five, the handshake, or the chest bump. The players, Bruins, wanted a chest bump. They didn't break it out.
Boy, Larson has been real aggressive at the net as we go back. There it is. Oh, I get wrapped him with the left hand. Yeah.
Mostly hug it out.
Little 1960s wrap the thumbs around. Michael Sealy in just his second season, a former player at UCLA and a former assistant on the men's side. Tabby Love thunders one. Point UCLA.
Point UCLA. Serving for the Bruins is Lauren Van Martin.
And with Kidder struggling a little, it will help UCLA to have number 3, Tabby Love, picking up the slack. That time, Illinois leaving her one-on-one. She gets the easy put away as they ignore Love, and then Illinois running its offense at Love and pulling her out of bounds. She doesn't turn her outside hand into the court.
Anna Dorn didn't play last year with a knee injury, has come back even stronger this year, according to the coaching staff. They showed her the Honey Badger video earlier this year. They think she's got a little bit of the Honey Badger in her. Just like the LSU defensive backs out on Matthew. Todorovic back to serve. Junior out of Irvine, California. Ward with the pass, she's calling for it, will get it back. Dara pops it up. Now Kidder with a swing. Right at the other Libro. Beltran saves. And a fourth contact point, UCLA.
That was a heck of an up by Beltran. She took a shot right off the shoulder, but it stays alive. Dorn just pushed it a little too far out of bounds. Both these Libros putting on tremendous defensive efforts throughout this NCAA tournament.
Kidder, Beltran, another good pop-up. Free ball UCLA. Couldn't work with it. Beltran with another nice play.
Yeah, she kept it alive, and then Aquino finishes with a mistake. UCLA should not block if there's no attack from Illinois. The two Libros, of course, they wear different colored jerseys. It's not that the program doesn't have enough money to get them the same color uniform. And they only are allowed to play back row, give their team a lot of ball control so they can run the offense to perfection.
Beltran has a bit of a blindside story like the movie, and Michael Orr at Ole Miss. She was raised by a single mom in inner city Los Angeles. Used to go to work with her mother on occasion so she could watch her young daughter, and then her kindergarten teacher took her under his wing, introduced her to volleyball, and ultimately got her a scholarship at Marymount High School in Bel Air, California. And she started playing with USA volleyball teams. That's where she ran into Kevin Hambly, who ultimately recruited her to come play at Illinois.
And what a surprise it was. Just last January at there was a clinic held in Colorado Springs, and she was a part of it, and he flew in to surprise her. They had a special ceremony. It was really touching what her other family has meant to her in her development as a player and, more importantly, as a person.
32 digs in the semifinal win, and another big night tonight. Both the Libros have been making some plays. Kidder into the 6-6 block of McMahon. They'll go back to Kidder. Right at Beltran. Arch off the block, point Illinois. Momentum of set 2 is carrying over into the third.
It sure is. It was really important for UCLA to bounce back and get a good start. They did not, and that lead, that early deficit they fell, still holding now, and confusion in the backcourt for UCLA. That is supposed to be their strength, controlling the ball off Illinois serve.
Back to Barch, stuffed. Good block from UCLA. Kidder couldn't put it away. Lurson sets the middle. Kidder again slowed down by McMahon. Ward out of the back, no. McMahon stuffed by Kidder.
Double block, Rachel Kidder. And Zoe Nightingale, point UCLA.
What a strong pair of hands over the net that time by Rachel Kidder, the left side blocker for UCLA, and she's not got the height advantage in a rare case there with a 6'6" hitter across the net, but she made an excellent move.
Coach Michael Seeley calls her the franchise player, and she has been playing like it so far in the postseason. McMahon that time tried to go over Kidder and hit it long.
And so often you see hitters do that. They get stuffed, so then they try for something even better, or trying to hit the perfect shot just on the line. It goes out of bounds. So really credit Kidder for both those points.
Reeves serves it to Ward. Nightingale and Van Orden got a piece of that block. Now a chance for the Bruins. Looking to Kidder again. Ward turns setter to feed Barch. Out of the back, Reeves. And the stuff, Nightingale.
What a nice read by Nightingale. That defensive touch was so close to the net. Lurson had only one choice, set the middle. Nightingale completely committing to stopping that, diving to her left. A very good read by the freshman middle.
She's gotten a piece of 8 blocks here tonight. Side by side with Kidder there, and UCLA has come back to tie it.
Just as we were talking about UCLA starting slow and not getting the momentum back, here they come with the block from Kidder, the out hit, the block from Nightingale, and another block from Kidder. 4 straight.
Bruins responding to the challenge, evening up the third set at 12 apiece. We are even at 1 set apiece, and here in the third, even at 12 apiece in our national championship in San Antonio. Time now to look at Lowe's, honoring the winner of the Lowe's Senior Class Award, and it's Hawaii's outside hitter Kanani Danielson, a 2-time first-team ABC All-American and 3-time WAC Player of the Year at Hawaii. She also volunteers for beach cleanup efforts and does reading workshops for elementary school kids. Kanani will graduate with a degree in interdisciplinary studies, and she's the winner of the Lowe's Senior Class Award. Neither side hitting it particularly well here in this third set. Beth Mullins along with Karch Karai. That's probably because the block has been pretty darn good. 13 blocks for UCLA, 9.5 for Illinois. Birch, dug up by Lainey Guerra.
Great up by Guerra, returning the favor that Beltran's been giving UCLA. That is really UCLA's forte when they are serving the ball, is putting up a pretty good block. They're blocking way better than their season average, but more importantly, creating an opportunity on defense, and then Kidder and Love swinging for the point.
4th kill of this set for Kidder, and a 5-0 run for UCLA. And again, another block on McMahon. They'll go back to the big girl. Van Orden, quick to Nightingale. Ward out of the back. Van Orden tried to dump. That was stuffed, and ricochets back over. Kidder, Ward got it, and Nightingale puts it away.
Kill by Zoe Nightingale, point UCLA.
6 unanswered for the Bruins. Lurson looks to Barch.
Oh, great up by Reeves.
Chance for Illinois. Barch tips, and the net violation by Nightingale.
And I like what Illinois did there. They ran Michelle Barch to a little different spot on the court after Reeves made that phenomenal defensive play, chasing it down over by her bench. Finally, Illinois back in the scoring after giving up 6 unanswered points.
They've done pretty well tonight on Rachel Feldman's serve. Kidder missed it. Point Illinois.
Feldman scoring again. She got them going late in set number 2 also.
Illinois was scouting one of her club teammates, and the coaching staff said, hey, who's she? Discovered Feldman, the senior from Normal, Illinois. She walked on, has since garnered her scholarship. Kidder finds the hole.
Kidder by Rachel. Kidder, point UCLA. In for the Bruins is Tabby Love.
Now Tabby Love comes on in front, so the size advantage now moves to the UCLA side of the net with McMahon going out for Illinois. Barch. Van Orden goes to Love over that block. Point UCLA.
UCLA doing a nice job of slowing that potent attack of Illinois down. They let Kidder serve once, but now they're going for more defense. So bringing in, as they often do, Meg Norton in the backcourt for Kidder, just giving her a little spell. Her offensive numbers down a bit, trying to get her refreshed.
Barch with the kill. Point Illinois, 13 now for Michelle Barch. Kidder's got 14, the match high right now. Van Orden dumps it over. Middle was not up, waiting.
This is almost the only choice that Van Orden has here, but look, no blocker in front of her. Illinois got to figure out its responsibilities a little better, because if a blocker gets up, you have a big advantage on Van Orden.
4 kills now for the setter. And kicked up by Guerra. Look at Ward into the block. Back to Ward. Out. Point Illinois.
In for the Illini serving Jackie Wolf.
Jackie Wolf serving. Barch and Ward now a combined 24 kills. Tabby Love. Back outside to Ward. They want to get a run going again on the serve of Wolf.
Did you hear Ward calling for her that time? She was screaming, go, go, which is the type of set that is threads the needle down the line, just as we saw her do so often in the semifinals against USC.
Love drills it. Point UCLA. Love has championship tournament experience from her days at Minnesota. They played in the semis back in 2009. They're now returning in a UCLA uniform, advancing to the finals. Ward bringing the heat.
Well, that's a nice answer to some serious heat from Love. Right back at you. Even neither libero could come up with those last 2 swings. Oh, that's close.
Reeves could just tip it over. Bump to Barch. Tabby Love over the block. Point Bruins.
Tabby Love. Point UCLA.
The national championship match inside the Alamo Dome. UCLA looking for its 4th NCAA title, its first in 2 decades. And Illinois, not just its first volleyball championship, but its first women's team title in school history. Colleen Ward trying to be the one to deliver it. Coming up big here in the 3rd. 6 kills now in this set alone. As we head to 25, got to win by 2.
UCLA was able to neutralize her early, but since then, set number 2, set number 3, Ward has been much more effective making better decisions on where she's swinging, away from the middles of UCLA.
Reeves, the sophomore from San Diego, whose mom played for the Bruins and was an assistant coach on the '91 championship team. Checking out the action. And a mother-daughter combo win titles. Back set. And the tip for Reeves. A couple kills in a row. Timeout called by Illinois. The Bruins 4 points from the set. Rachel Kidder, the All-American, with the cross-court cutter. And then the precocious sophomore, Kelly Reeves, bringing the hammer.
The NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship is presented by Enterprise Rent-A-Car. We'll pick you up.
Gorgeous night here in San Antonio. At a 21-19 UCLA lead in the 3rd. We're even at 1 set apiece. And let's take you back in time to the national championships for the Bruins. They've got 3 NCAA titles. Liz Mazagayan leading them to the '84 championship, and then back-to-back in 90-91, Coach.
Which ended that drought for what was, at that time, the Pac-10, now the Pac-12. UCLA trying to end the same drought this year. No Pac-12 teams won since Washington in 2005.
That was
there's Jeannie Reeves,
the assistant coach, then Jeannie Beaupre, and now watching her daughter play for UCLA. She was pregnant with Kelly at the time of that championship.
And she was hugging the legendary coach at UCLA, Andy Banikowski, who retired a couple of years ago. That's how Seeley ends up taking the helm for the Bruins.
Boy, how about that group back in the 90s? Holly McPeak and Natalie Williams and Elaine Youngs, Julie Bremner. Terrific Bruin teams of old. Illinois trying to start a tradition like that tonight with their first championship. Kidder. Beltran with a good reach. And Orden, the back set to Reeves. Out to Birch, drills it. Point Illinois.
That's a smart swing by Barch. Instead of going over the UCLA block, UCLA plays really good defense behind there. They know they have some short blockers, so they dig the ball that goes over, but not the one that goes through.
14 and 14, the kills for Barch and Ward tonight. Reeves beat the block, but Lurson was there. Miscommunication for Illinois. That'll set up Kidder. Beltran digs. Birch tips. Somebody was into the net, and it's on the UCLA side. Point Illinois.
Net violation. On UCLA point.
That was Reeves trying to get a little extra hang time. Gravity said not on this occasion, and we're even at 21 as UCLA calls the timeout. They only have 1 left. Illinois without a TO. Well, this week on Monday Night Football, San Francisco and Pittsburgh, and the Steeler team fighting for the top spot in the AFC. The Niners, one of the pleasant surprises over in the NFC. ESPN's Monday Night Football at 8:30 Eastern, also available on the Watch ESPN app. Coverage begins at 7 Eastern with Monday Night Countdown served by Applebee's. There's a Steelers fan just sat down, of course, as we tried to show him and his terrible towel over there. Amongst the new tournament record of over 134,000 fans that have watched the action this year in the NCAA Volleyball Championships. Beth Mullins, along with three-time national champ Karch Kiraly, a nail-biter as we expected in this final between the second-place team out of the Pac-12 and the second-place team out of the Big Ten.
And a game of momentum switches and runs. UCLA had a huge lead in set number 2, and then Illinois came storming back, and now UCLA came storming back. Tight here. Whichever team gets on this gets a little bit of a run going with their serve, creates some scoring opportunities, in great shape to win this third set, go up 2-1.
UCLA in the regionals, they knocked out four-time defending champion Penn State. Then they eliminated the top seed Texas Longhorns. In the semifinals, Illinois, even though SC was a 7 seed, a lot of folks thought they were the favorites to win it. And the Illini ended their run and have put themselves in a position to win. Set outside to Barch. Boy, she reached back for a little bit extra on that one.
And she continues to have her best success hitting it through the block of UCLA. In the seam between two blockers, through the hands, much more than over the top.
They're only 3 points from the set. Reeves misfires, point Illinois. And Michael Sealy will use his last timeout. UCLA in the last couple of sets has reached 21st. They did not hang on to the lead in the second set, and now it's slipping away again in the third, as Illinois has shown tremendous resiliency. The trick for the Illini, they cruised through the first weekend and then had to go down to Gainesville. They beat Ohio State and then won on Florida's home court. And a huge night for the Florida transfer, Colleen Ward, and then that epic match, the instant classic in the semis against SC.
And in that epic match, we saw the resiliency of Florida. They were down in a critical set number 3, 22-19, came storming back, scored out that one. They've done it in set number 2 here. Really have given opponents problems late in those sets, just when the opponents thought they had to put it away.
The best season in school history. They reached number 1 for the first time. They were 20-0, the last team to lose this year. They got a sweep of Penn State in the regular season, and now here they are in their first championship match. It's their homegrown talent, including Michelle Barch, leading the way, the senior out of Maryville, Illinois. A Big Ten Freshman of the Year in her rookie season. Then all Big Ten honors, on to All-America honors.
And they have Barch at the net and 6'6" McMahon at the net. This is one of those rotations. Illinois is scoring points best off its serve.
Beltran serves. Van Orden, look at the Kidder. UCLA goes back to Kidder, blocked by McMahon. Van Orden, quick to the middle, Nightingale got it. Back within 1.
Van Orden had to find another target to go to. Kidder's been neutralized pretty extensively outside, hitting just about 080 right now. Started the match hot and cooled off considerably since, with the strong block of Illinois in front of her.
Barch gets Illinois a set point.
Returning for UCLA is Ward. for Illinois, serving Rachel Richmond.
Feldman serves. Looking to Barch to end it. Ripped it cross court. Kidder. Stuffed. Back to Kidder. And down. Big swing from Kidder. Takes care of one set point. Here's another one.
Back to serve Rachel Kidder.
Lurson, the slide behind. An opportunity for UCLA and Tabby Love. They fight off 2 set points and draw even.
The last set they tried to do the same thing, but Illinois very solid in controlling that serve and putting it down for the point. That time UCLA coming up with a huge defensive play.
We'll need some extra time here. Got to win by 2 to take the set. Barch.
Nice play by Nightingale to get low out of the net there.
We're going back to Barch again. Van Orden somehow got it to Love. And now it's set point Bruins.
Maybe Colleen Ward out of the back row or back out to Barch against the smaller block of UCLA. No.
Into the net and the Bruins rally. And they take set number 3, fighting off a pair of set points to do it.
A surprising choice here, going behind the setter, going to Aaron Johnson, and having no success for Illinois, letting UCLA back into this.
Nightingale got just enough of it. 4 unanswered points, and Michael Sealy likes it. The Bruins are a set away from their first title in 20 years.